The mainstream news is boring. The mainstream news keeps you scared. So why watch that rubbish? Come join us on Themepark News.
You're watching Right Comparisons and welcome to Themepark News. Last week we did our first ever episode of Themepark News. We asked you guys to comment #keepgoing in the comments, and on our channel, we're quite a small channel, we're not a giant channel, so on our channel we got quite a few comments and views for something that isn't a Hyperion update for once. So we're going to continue with the series, guys. We only got one negative comment, I believe, and that was from a viewer of the channel who likes the other content, so the majority rules. Welcome to Themepark News. Our first story today on Themepark News is Universal. Universal. So Universal, as I say, guys, this week Universal have revealed plans of how many jobs it's going to give. It's going to give about 20,000 jobs to the economy. They're going to do something like a £50 billion investment. You'll see loads of different news headlines and pop up. I'll just show you a quick clip from Sky News.
And Universal have actually done a fair bit of work clearing the land already. I've been speaking to Paige Thompson. He's head of new ventures at Universal Experiences, and here's what he told me. You can see actually the site in the background.
We're currently doing a feasibility work to determine whether this project makes sense for us or not. We definitely need the infrastructure improvements to allow the millions of people we expect to come to the park to get here easily and conveniently. Aside from that, we just need to make sure the financial analysis makes sense. We've been doing a lot of work here on the site, environmental studies, archaeological studies. All of that's progressing very well, but all these pieces need to come together.
Now, there's a big prize here, Wilf, and the news that we've got today is that Universal have put a number on what they think the economic benefit for the UK would be. They've done an analysis under Treasury guidelines, and they say that this could be worth in total nearly £50 billion to the UK.
So there's a little bit more insight for you guys. Unfortunately, we're going in circles with it because we still don't actually have an answer. They haven't confirmed it yet. But with things like this, it really does look like it's going to happen, doesn't it? As I said last week on Themepark News, guys, we're 99% sure that it's going ahead. So it's getting quite exciting now, and we're just waiting for that day. But anyway, that's enough of that. A lot of people have been wondering recently why we haven't been posting as much content and going to as many theme parks. We've taken a little bit of a step back at the moment, guys, because this year we're going to start a new series soon, and that will be Is Orlando Worth It? Last year we went through 25 countries to 23 different theme parks, didn't we? And with how much it's cost us this year, we're going to Orlando in September. It's cost us a similar price, so we kind of want to see if it's worth it. As I say, Orlando, Disney, Universal, it is a once-in-a-lifetime trip for many families in the UK, isn't it? Because it's really hard to get to and it's really expensive, as Jacob says there. We're not one of the big theme park channels. We don't get a lot of funding.
So we can go all the time.
Like the big ones. We're normal. We're like you guys. Do you know what I mean? So we're just going to go out to see, is spending all of this money for a 2-week trip for theme parks in America actually worth it? Is Velocicoaster overhyped? Is Iron Gwazi really one of the best RMCs out there? Does it beat all of the RMCs we have in Europe? There's so many questions to answer, guys. So the content will be dialed back a little bit. We've still got our Merlin pass, so we'll still be covering everything Merlin in the coming weeks. Jacob wants to go to Hyperion again. I think you guys have seen enough of that. We'll probably do some Alton Towers, some Chessington. I want to go to Cadbury World. I've never been to Cadbury Worlds before. But anyway, guys, that's why the content's not too much at the moment, because we're going to Orlando in September. Obviously, we've still got all the Halloween events as well. The Dance Macabre is opening at Efteling. Can't wait for that one. So there's just a little update on the channel there. In another story, guys, a couple of days ago, Alton Towers have released a video with all of the information and everything we need to know about Hex. I'm not going to play it for you because it is 15 minutes long, but if you want to check that out, go to Alton Towers YouTube page and you'll be able to see the video. They've changed the sound system. They've updated all of the original sound effects to fit that sound system. They've changed like 200 lights, and for the actual ride system itself, they've worked with Vekoma, changed some bearings, so when we go to Alton Towers we can expect it to actually be open a lot more of the time rather than going and seeing it be closed. Like,
yeah, it's always closed.
It was very unreliable. We all love Hex. Me and
Hex
Jacob.
is great.
Hex is great. Me and Jacob still think it's the best Vekoma Madhouse we've been on in the world. Probably.
I still think it's better than Curse.
You think it's better than Curse Walk Manor?
Unpopular opinion.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Unpopular opinion.
That's a very strange one, but it's definitely.
I do like Curse.
But Hex is definitely one of the best Vekoma madhouses we've been on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there is quite a lot out there, believe it or not, guys. Jacob was just saying it's got a certain amount of charm, hasn't it?
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
And it's good to know, guys,
It's a classic.
A classic, as Jacob says. And it's good to know, guys, they haven't actually changed the original story, so we've got a lot to look forward to. It'll be open again soon. It'll be nice and shiny. Whilst we're on the topic of Alton Towers, guys, the dungeons closes this week. I think it's probably about 2 more days left of operation. What did you think of the dungeons?
It was good for one time. So one and done.
One and done, and you know, as a lot of people did complain about it, you pay to get in the theme park, and then you got to pay again to do the dungeons. I quite like the dungeons. I'm not too sure whether or not I have them in the theme park. They're covered with the Merlin Pass, so they are very good if you go to London or Blackpool or anything like that. But I'm not too sure about Towers.
The one isn't covered at Towers, but you get discount, don't you?
Yeah, you get a discount. Yeah, that's cheeky.
I don't like upcharges.
Yeah, that is a bit cheeky. But everybody's thinking, guys, because Scarefest is a little bit stale, we're hopefully going to see a new Scare Maze this year, featuring obviously the building where the Alton Towers dungeons are. So that would be cool, wouldn't it?
The best thing last year was the Burial Ground Scare Zone.
No, I think it was Dance Games.
No.
A lot of people moaned about Dance Games, but I really like that.
No,
maze.
that was a really good Scare Zone.
I don't think you did. Did you do Dance Games?
No.
There you go then. No, it was really good, guys. Dance Games was good. But anyways, going off topic, Scarefest is getting a bit stale at Alton Towers, and with the little boat ride system inside the Alton Tower dungeons, there's a lot they could do it. They could turn it into a really good Scare Maze. So fingers crossed, that's what they're actually going to be doing with the area. But don't quote us on that one. It's just a guess. In our next bit of news, guys, going outside of the UK, Gardaland in Italy have opened a new attraction. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's similar to Croc Drop.
He said it. I didn't actually tell Jacob about what I was about to say there. Anyway, guys, check out this clip. So what do you think of that one there?
Yeah, it looks cool.
It does look really cool. As Jacob was saying whilst we were watching the clip there, Merlin like to copy some of their attractions, and it is very much like Croc Drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I really want to go and give it a go. I haven't looked at ride stats, so I don't actually know if it's bigger. Do you know if it's bigger?
Probably about the same size.
Probably about the same.
Like 25 metres.
I want to hear the slogan.
Brave the drop, release the curse.
But yeah, as Jacob was saying, guys, Merlin do like to do similar things with their attractions. You've got Colossus at Hyder Park, haven't you, which is very, very similar sort of theming style to the Wicker Man. So whilst we're on the topic of new attractions, guys, the new Penguin Coaster at SeaWorld has just had its first human riders, and the opening day is now going to be on the 7th of July, so it's coming up soon. What have you seen much about it? You don't really rate it too much.
It's just a family coaster.
I have heard with the rides at SeaWorld, guys, they've got sort of like Taron at Phantasialand, the dispatch sequence. Apparently they've got quite a few good dispatch sequences for SeaWorld Orlando. They're like an aquarium before
they love
you
their B&Ms there.
They do like their B&Ms, as Jacob was just saying.
Surf as well.
B&M Surf. That surf coaster
that looks fun.
awesome.
That looks fun.
Make sure you follow the channel, guys, because when we do go there in September, as I say, bounce on that. That's going to be really fun. Jacob was just saying he's not too sure why B&M have really gone for a family coaster route, because they were at the top with the coaster manufacturing at one point.
They're starting to get rough now, aren't they? Like a rattle.
I don't know. You still got Shambhala, haven't you? I mean, the
Mandrill.
The B&M inverts. Mandrill's got a bit of a rattle, but is it B&M's first wing shuttle coaster? They've never done
it was the first shuttle wing.
Yeah, so yeah, but I rate B&M. I rate
new dive coaster, and it had a really bad jolt to it.
Oh, where's that?
Dorney Park.
I don't know. I didn't hear about that one. There you go, guys. You've got some new news there. But anyway, guys, I think the Penguin Coaster looks quite good. You're not really rating family coasters now. Either way, we'll be there in September.
Not really my target audience.
Not target audience, no. Jacob's thrill, Hyperia.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we'll be there in September. We'll be there to give it a go. The reviews will come out soon, hopefully, for that one. Before we get to our last story, guys, I just want to mention we're going to add a new segment and a new competition to our channel to make it a little bit more interesting, and I'm going to explain now how that's going to work. So send your best ride photos and most funny photos to themeparknewsuk@outlook.com as seen here. We're going to select which one's the funniest one every week, and every 10 episodes, the funniest ride photo will receive 2 theme park tickets of your choice. Just, as I say, guys, make sure you email your ride photos to the channel. We'll pop them up. We'll decide which ones are the funniest and which ones make me and Jacob laugh the most. And the winner every 10 episodes of Theme Park News will get 2 free tickets to a theme park of their choice. So what do you think of that little competition there?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
You say you think we're going to see Hyperia?
Maybe Stampeder.
Maybe Stampeder. Oh yeah, that's the fact. You got to beat Jacobs.
Oh no.
I also want to say, guys, if there's any other theme park channels that would like to join Theme Park News and do a segment, just as I say, use the same email. Make sure you let us know, and you know, you could be at another theme park. You can maybe add a little bit of news for that week for the channel, and we'll feature it in Theme Park News. And for our last story, guys, what happened, Jacob?
A boy was rescued from the rapids.
So at the Six Flag Park in Texas, guys, rapid boat started sinking. I'm not sure if you've seen the video. It was posted on TikTok and it's gone viral, so it's been absolutely everywhere. That's how we found out about it. I'll just show you the clip now.
Get the kid!
Sweet Jesus. Maybe we should go.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh my God.
So as you can see there, guys, the rapid boat was sinking. Obviously the little boy tried to jump out and the current was quite strong there, but luckily nobody was injured. What we will say, guys, make sure you're careful on the rapids, because obviously with the incidents that have happened in the past in the UK rapids are just so bad now, aren't they? They must be really expensive for the park to run as well, because labour costs are one of the most expensive things, and they have to have like 5 people sitting around staring at the boats, don't they? Because people just don't behave. They have actually gone as far as to Fort Park recently having an 18+ age limit unless you're accompanied by an adult. So don't be silly on the rapids, guys. When it comes to the roller coasters, you're more likely statistically to actually die on the drive there. The roller coasters are so safe, aren't they?
I know. Yeah.
But when it comes to these rapids, guys, just make sure you behave on them. Make sure you're very careful. And that's all we've got for you today on Theme Park News, guys. Really hope you've enjoyed the episode. We continue to do it every week, 5 PM on a Tuesday. I'm going to try my absolute best for you. And yeah, that brings us to the end. See you next time.
Hello guys, welcome to the weather. There's not much happening this week, but Wednesday we're expecting a bit of rain. The temperature is average 21 this week. Now let's look at the weather this week day by day. Goodbye guys.
If you enjoyed the video, guys, hitting that subscribe button really does help us out. And don't worry, it's not the end. There's more videos here.